The Favorite is now in theaters, limited release, wide release next week, and it is 18th century England. A frail queen is ruling with the help of a close friend, played by Rachel Weisz. This close friend, she has a cousin who is coming to town, played by Emma Stone, and she's looking to shake things up. This is a film that has been described as all about Eve meets Amadeus, and it's accurate. It is very accurate. I love Amadeus. All About Eve I like. I want to rewatch that, especially after watching this film. And I'm just going to say right off the bat, no suspense. I love The Favorite. I thought The Favorite was such a great film. It is a drama, period piece, romance that also is very funny with its deadpan humor, which goes to figure. I mean, it's the same director that did Killing the Sacred Deer and The Lobster, so it makes sense. You know, he does deadpan humor so well. The script is fantastic in this film. I loved the writing. It's one of those films where it just builds and builds and builds, and it just unveils all these details about the characters, and it just makes you feel for these characters and understand where they're coming from. It's also great to see the arcs of these characters. I loved it. The three leads, I consider them leads. I know two of them are going to be supporting characters, at least for the Oscars, like, you know, Rachel Weisz and Emma Stone. They're going to be supporting actors, Oscar nominations. They're great. Olivia Colman is also great. And Nicholas Hoult was in it for a little bit. He was good too. But the details with the costume design, the makeup, the cinematography, the lens that they used, it's just all incredible. The balance of the different genres. Also, the historical details just seemed very nuanced, but at the same time necessary to propel the plot. There are some surprises, at least I thought they were surprising for the film, that really worked. I also loved the ending. The ending was one of those endings where it just kind of crept up, and when it actually happened, it was like, wow, that affected me more than I thought. Now, I will say this. I am going to rewatch this film, obviously. But much like Hereditary, much like You Were Never Really Here, the first 15 minutes, and this isn't to say with the two films I just mentioned, it's the same case, but with those two films, there were like 10, 15 minutes where I had problems with, and then I rewatched it, and I was like, wow, I don't have that same problem. Maybe it's because, you know, you're already realizing that, hey, I like this film, so I'm able to accept it more, and, you know, I gave both of those now 5 out of 5. The Favorite is one of those films where the first 15 minutes, I thought it was a little slow. I had to get into it a little bit. And again, like I'm saying, I love this film. And when I'm rewatching it, I'm probably going to give it a higher rating than I'm going to give it now. But the first 15 minutes, it took a little bit for me to get into. And that's not to say the film was bad by any means for those 15 minutes. It's just it took a little bit of time to get into it. And again, when I rewatch it, I'm sure I'll appreciate the first 15 minutes even more. But as it stands, as a whole, this is a great film. I can see why it's getting a lot of buzz. It's extremely well acted. It's very funny. It's very dramatic. It's romantic. It's luscious. It's just an overall great film that is easily one of my favorite films of the year. And I'll be giving this movie a 4.75 to 5-star rating. Or, for those like a hot sauce rating, it's the good old Tabasco rating. I was thinking about giving it the Scorpion rating, but again, it's not a masterpiece just yet. You know, like I was saying, Hereditary, You Were Never Really Here, I've given them both a 5 out of 5 in retrospect. You know, in some movies, it's just kind of how it is. So, The Favorite, though, guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What did you think of The Favorite? Is it the really good film that critics are praising it to be, or is it a film now where it's like, Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, don't forget the subscription, notification bell, and I'll catch you guys later.